Here's a story that's a little different from the ones I used to tell. It's non-fiction. Once upon a time, I used to do a lot of digital animation. I learned about a computer program named Flash, and when I figured out what I could do with it, I would spend hours in front of the computer just drawing and experimenting. Then in 2008, Iron Man hit the movie theaters, and I remember watching an animation on the popular website newgrounds.com parodying that film, and man was I hooked. Instead of hours, I would spend days just trying to get better at creating the best animations I could muster. I even bought a cheap headset with a microphone so I could voice the characters in my projects. Man, I was happy. I was so happy. I wanted to study digital art and animation. Instead, I chose computer science. As time went by and as I traveled further through college, I slowed down producing those animations, even though I once won a prize for one of them. When I graduated and I stepped into the real world, I got a job and I completely stopped. I didn't even draw anymore. I was so consumed by the work of a make believe grown up. A couple of years into that first real job, I got mugged. A couple of thugs cornered me. They tried to steal my laptop. They stabbed me 3 times on the right leg. And that's when I decided that I needed a change. And by that, of course, I mean that I waited for 6 more months in that soul sucking job before finally quitting. Man, what can I say? I was waiting for a promotion. After I called it quits with my day job, I fully dedicated myself to writing. I confess I have not been the most devoted with my art, and there have been times in which I have returned to another job where I can get a bit more security, right? And I guess we all pick our poison. You either blindly follow your dreams and risk slowly dying of progressive starvation as you find you have less and less money for foodstuffs, or you take a safer source of income that will kill you over not thousands but millions of cuts. Man, there is no middle ground, at least not for someone like me. I am not, if I am not dramatic. Right now, I feel like I felt back when I did nothing but animate. I bought this microphone and a camera, and they are budget, and it doesn't matter, man. I've had much fun filming myself as I speak of everything and nothing. I have had a lot of fun editing videos and fixing problems and messing everything up. And I also feel scared and anxious. Is that what it means to feel alive? Is that what it means to have a purpose? And in regards to that old feeling that has come to me as an almost forgotten friend who bears me no grudges regardless of my ignorance of its existence, does that mean that the past can be a compass? A compass to find ourselves after we've been lost for a while, maybe for a long time? The past is a fantasy. I wouldn't dare say that that's a fact, but it kind of is, man. And speaking of facts, do you want to know what are not facts? Memories. Memories change the more we remember them. We change them the more we remember them. So, in a sense, it is all fiction, right? It is all fiction in the end. We have established a certain narrative inside of our heads that dictates who we are. And it's not even a real thing, man. If I woke up tomorrow believing that my whole life up to this point had been completely different, that I maybe won the lottery, right? But I squandered all of that money in blow and blouses. Or maybe that I met people that I've never known and that I went on adventures with them. And yet I ended up exactly right here and now. Or maybe that I went into a coma and I am just waking up. Would that change this moment? That's all we have, man. This moment. The past won't change that, but it sure as hell will take it away from us if we let it. So, no more fantasies of of what was not, of what could have, of what would have, or what should have been. That is the past. And anything is pointless except for this little space of right now. And so I live. I learn, I enjoy, I change, I evolve, I share, and I love. That's all I can do. And I try to do it, hopefully, having grown wise and strong with that time that has passed. So, what is it that I am doing right now? One of my New Year resolutions was to put a little bit more of attention to my physique. Maybe a little bit of muscle in some specific places could help me create a little bit more potence while I am swimming. The things that I am doing at the gym are number one, squats. That one works great for the buttocks. It's challenging and it will definitely give you a great workout. And that's the thing about squats. You can do them in a lot of variations. You can work the quads, you can work glutes, you can work the hamstrings, you can work anything, man. And it's the best exercise for the lower portion of your body. Number two, pull-ups, chin-ups, and every kind of variation that you can do with one of those bars. Chin-ups are actually the cheat code for big biceps, for big arms, because you are pulling your whole weight. And if you do it in that precise motion in which your hands are facing yourself, then you grow the bicep more than with any kind of curl or any other motion could make. They're great for complementing, but nothing beats chin-ups. Chin-ups are they are king. And here is a clip of me just straining my lower back. Why the lower back, you ask? Because they tell me, at least, the voices that are out there, they tell me that having a strong lower back is the key to swimming faster. So that's it. This is a very short capsule that I just want to put out there. First, for the introspection, it's not that we forget the past. The past is already done and gone. It leaves us with knowledge. And if we allow ourselves the time to think about it, not fixate on it, but think about it, then we can grow wiser due to the experiences that we have had. Many people go through life and they reach an old age without ever becoming wise, which is a shame, a true and actual shame. So, what we have to do is not fantasize about the things that have passed, not fantasize about the things that will or will not pass, and just stay in the moment with full knowledge of what we are doing or what we are trying to do. So, I will be posting the exercises that I do on a regular basis. I will be posting videos to show the technique that I am using and maybe get a correction along the way, who knows. And I will be monitoring all the progress that I have through 3 or 4 months. After those, we will also check how fast things are going at the pool, and that's it. That's the order of the business. That is part of the purpose that I am working right now regarding my pool work. That's about it. That's going to cut it for this small capsule. And the important part was the introspection that could have gotten out of it. And maybe the exercises. If you giggled while watching me, try to activate my glutes, that's perfect. All right. See you when I see you.